Previously, my Audi S3 ran a solid 12.3 seconds on a quarter mile, but something felt off. I knew there was more power hiding under the hood. Tonight, I'm back at Killarney Raceway to dial in my tune, push my car to the limit, and hopefully shave even more time off. Will I hit the lower 12 seconds, or will traction and the heat hold me back? Let's find out. Let's recap and talk about my setup. Last time out, I installed a performance mod and saw an instant power improvement from 12.7 seconds to 12.3 seconds. But the power delivery wasn't smooth. I had to figure this out before pushing the car harder. I went back to the drawing boards, reset the mod, retune the settings, and fine-tune the setup. Now the car felt a lot more smoother and I was confident enough to take it to the test track. So before getting to the test track, I did a few hits. My first hit on a private road. 2 nights ago, before the race day, I had some practice runs. The first hit, at 12.3 seconds, with way too much of wheel spin. The second hit, the car went into a safety mode and cut the power. Not a good sign. I then tapped off and then allowed the car to run around about a 13-second run, but with safety, I had to tap off to make sure the car was safe. I resetted the mod and then went to the racetrack. Arriving at Killarney, I managed to meet up with Aaron. At the track, I met up with Aaron and his big turbo caddy. My plan, get at least 4 to 5 runs in before the crowd rolled in. I dropped my tire pressure to 2 bar and lined up my first run. My first run up with Aaron, I was testing map 1. Okay, so it's gonna be my first run. That was fast. You can feel that a lot. Okay, cross the line. We will check the time now. A much better run, so let's go in to check history. What was that? Put that run a 12.6, so that run was a 12.6. I'm gonna set it to map 2 and then I'll have a look what's gonna happen next.
Okay, we got Evelyn coming up. Race Projects Hub. Hasn't raced in a while, so check him out. Always recording here with me, going up against the caddy. Turbocharged caddy up against Evs.
I launched clean, ran through all gears smoothly and clocked at 12.6. Not bad, but wheel spin was still killing my 60-foot times. No boost cut, no timing pull, but the launch needed work. So during this run, I managed to have the car logging, keeping an eye on the boost, keeping an eye on the timing, just to make sure nothing went out of wonk. And that was the plan for the first run. Onto the second run with Aaron. I swapped over into map 2. I checked my logs. There was nothing to be concerned of. The car felt happy. So Aaron was struggling with some boost issues, but you know what? So I did a run. It was on map 1. Felt very different on the car. Gonna do...
Oh yes. Can I see all the way around?
Sure.
Thank you. Underneath, we do stuff.
Okay, I'm back. Gonna do another run. Felt that. Okay, let's see what that was. I just did another pass. Just want to check quarter mile. That was a 12:49.
I'm not getting a high boost.
Turn it up. So I just raced Aaron with the caddy. Second run out. He did another good run. He's close, but I managed to improve a little bit more there with the 12:49. So getting there on map 2 a little bit, got closer to the whole 12:3. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna look at the draggy map. I'll probably put it up now on the screen for you guys, so you can actually see what were my runs back to back, and then you can figure out, or I can show you. If you look at the launch, the acceleration around the first part of the graph, you'll notice that I would do roughly around 1G or just under 1G, and then the acceleration would drop. By doing that, it actually cuts my power. That's what it means. The car cuts the power, and then it allows you to come back because of wheel spin. I'm not having that wheel spin issue today. I think I dropped the tire pressure. I'm happy. I'm gonna go and park off and look at the logs and everything with the guys, and then I will come out probably in the next half an hour or so, or 15 minutes to do another run. So I'll check that out now. So I'll catch you guys in the next run.
Race projects are he's moving, but Eve sticks that one.
I had to go into map 2 to make sure I can test the car. I launched the car felt strong, more G-forces on the launch, but another power cut. The time, 12.49 seconds. Progress, yes, but I was near to the limit with some timing pull. Maybe I needed better octane, or maybe I needed a new set of spark plugs. Of course, I didn't use the full octane. I used half the recommended amount with a half tank of fuel. So yes, there's still room more there. After the second run, I needed to adjust some boost on first and second gear. Reducing the boost was going to try and help me get a little bit better 60 foot, a less wheel spin, and of course get the car down the track a lot more faster. After reviewing my logs, I decided to reduce the boost in first and second gear. This was a key move to minimize wheel spin and improve traction. I wanted a stronger launch without the ECU pulling power. With that tweak done, I let the car cool down for about 20 minutes before the next run. My third run, unlucky, but at least you guys will enjoy this. My third run was against a Audi S3 from Tyres. It's a sub 10 second S3. Of course, that's probably the potential of an S3. You guys can actually look at this run. I lined up against a monster Audi S3 that runs a sub 10 seconds. I knew I was going to get gapped by at least about 200 meters down this track. Okay, I'm gonna race a very, very fast S3 9-second car. So yeah, he's gonna kill me, but let's do this. See how that run was. So managed to do a run there. I'm looking at the time, it is a 12:62, so it cut too much of power off in that run. So we probably need to go back, adjust, and then come back. So let's see what we have to do next. I launched slightly behind him, but my car felt a lot more smoother. I finished in a time of 12.6 seconds. Not bad, but still wheel spinning off the line. Again, as soon as I wheel spin, the car cuts power, and then it's just a whole lot about catching up to the rest of the run. After the run, I left the car to cool down, and then again, I did more tweaks to the final map. At this point, I let the car cool down again for about 15 minutes. With the hood open, I adjusted my boost levels slightly to find the right balance. With the evening setting in, I was ready to do my last run. Again here, I managed, instead of reducing the boost on first and second gear, I managed to add a little bit more back to get to see where the car would perform a little bit more better on the 60 foot to get closer back to my 12.4, and so that was the plan. So my final run was against the Polo GTI, my slowest run. By this time the track was packed. More waiting meant hotter temps, so the lines were quite long to get onto the track. I waited over about 15 minutes just to get to the line to actually race. With the car idling, that was not idle for the car to actually perform at its best. So I'm going to hit one more run. It's almost 8 o'clock, or 10 to 8, and yeah, let me see what I can do in this run. We adjusted the settings a little bit more. So just to give you context, the first two runs went well. The second run with map 2, a lot of timing pull, so we actually reduced the boost on first and second gear. By doing that, I did a third run and I managed to get a time of 12.6, so that means we pulled too much, but the ignition timer looks great. I think this also shows you that the spark plugs could be tired and old, and as the guys mentioned that with the NF Octane, it can foul your plugs all the time. So I need to do that, but the car is feeling much better. I think maybe it's too much of power from previous setups, so now it's feeling good. And yeah, I'm going to do my fourth run now and see how the car feels in this run, and hopefully it goes smoothly. Get back to like 12.4 around there. It is getting cooler right now, so I'm quite happy with that. Maybe you know, air intake temps will hold a little bit lower and won't pull back as much timing as previously. So yeah, let's take it from there. So far I had 3 runs, 2 with Aaron and Caddy, 1 with the Thanos Tune, 9 seconds 9 second S3, that crazy S3. Like, I mean, really, these guys, I don't even have tuning stickers on my car, come on. Every time I come here, these tuned S3s and tuned 7Rs chase me down and they want to attack me. I've just put a JB4 and I'm still getting attacked here. But anyway, it's all about the fun. I'm going to do one more run now and let the car cool down for about 50 minutes. So open the bonnet. This is some safety stuff, but it's looking nice and darkish, so hopefully it's not too bad with the light. So let's take it from here. So I'm lucky, I think I got a Polo GTI that's tuned here. This is going to be a good run. Let's see how this run goes with the Polo. I walked a little bit, but feeling much better through the gears. Let's see what time we get. Crossing the line. Okay, car cut off a little bit too much there. So it wasn't the best time, but quite happy with it. Let's see, what time did we run? We ran a 12.77 in that run. So 12.77. I lined up against the Polo GTI but with more wheel spin, power cut and heat soak, I ran my slowest time of the night at 12.7 seconds. Expected but frustrating. My final thoughts and what's next? The log showed no major issues, but traction and launch control need work. Next time, I'll tweak my first and second gear boost even more, drop tire pressures further, and maybe increase the mix to have a better octane booster. We're chasing the lower 12s, and I'm not stopping until I get there. I broke a little bit. Not feeling much better through the gears. Let's see what time we get. Crossing the line. 4 runs in, and I've got plenty of data to analyze. The quest for the lower 12s is still on. The next time, I'll tweak the boost setting even further to dial in the perfect launch. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what should I try next. See you guys in the next race.